So every year, before the monsoons or any time of the year, there is a constant construction or repair work which is going on of the newly constructed roads in India. We don't see this phenomena across the world. Is there a real crisis of accountability and quality, how the infrastructure is being created in this country?
So if you go to England, every time you see after the monsoons in India, you will find roads have been completely damaged, and immediately after the monsoon gets over, there is repair work happening all over the country. According to me, this is a huge scam. Firstly, there is no justification or reason for the road to get damaged merely because there is rains. I mean, probably England has far more rains than what we have in India, and even in London, you go it's almost raining all the year round. But you never see roads breaking down because of the rains. So this is actually deliberate attempt to keep roads in such a shape or repair roads or make roads in such a manner that they get damaged very easily, so that the contractor industry, which is supposed to, which is ultimately given the job to repair this road, has a continuous business for the years to come. And I have felt this very strongly, because when you go around in this country, even in Delhi, if you go, I mean, the other day I was in Vasant Kunj area, and the road there was so bad near the Grand Hyatt. The road was so bad, it was actually, one felt a little ashamed that this is the capital of the country and roads in this city are so bad. So I think there is something very systematically wrong in our road contract business. We really don't, follow some global standards for making roads or repairing roads, and the result is that there is always a repair of the road happening year round, and every year and year after year. Even if you go to the hills, I mean, what you are seeing in the hills of these landslides, etc., the protocol for making a road on the hill is very different from the protocol for making a road in the plains. Now, whenever you have a road being made along a slope, the embankment or the kind of concreting that you have to do on the hillside to ensure that there is no fall of the hill when the road is made is also probably not being done in terms of the standards which are there for such purpose. Because if you go to any hill road these days, the moment there is rain, you will find land sliding down onto the road, and many a times damaging the road or washing away the road completely. So I think we really need to, I don't think there is any lack of knowledge of the technology. I mean, we have advanced far too ahead to somebody to say that we don't know how a road should be made in a difficult situation, or how a road should be repaired if there is a breakage. But the way these roads are being repaired on a regular basis actually is shocking, and the kind of money that we are spending in this making of this road and then repairing the road is actually draining our finances, and at the same time the people of this country are suffering on a daily basis. I remember when Mr. Pratap Singh Karon was the Chief Minister of Punjab, if you see, most of the roads in Punjab even now are very good, and it was reputed about him that if he used to travel on the road, and if there was a slight if he felt that the road is not properly leveled and his car had a bump or something, then he would, suspend the chief engineer immediately and ask for a show cause after. So if we have this kind of an accountability in our system, which can easily be provided, I'm sure things will improve. But because there is a lobby between the ministers and the bureaucrats and the contractors, and everybody is standing to gain, nobody is thinking in that line, and ultimately the people of this country are suffering. And it's a very shameful thing when we especially go to the Western world and see how roads are made there, and see how the roads are maintained there, and at the same time see our roads. We are claiming to be a developed country very soon, but the way our infrastructure so far has been made is something which is shocking, to say the least.
So there's often, some kind of passing the buck that happens between the state government and the central government. Is the MCD responsible, or is the union government responsible? And that often is done to deliberately avoid any kind of accountability. Sometimes people are confused who exactly is responsible for the kind of mess that they are witnessing. Any advice, any comments on that?
So I'll tell you, a very small incident happened near my home, and there was a drainage problem. and we were having MCD blaming the Jal board blaming the PWD, and so on and so forth. And this drain was lying clogged for almost 20 years. I could, of course, with my influence, get the heads of the three organizations to ultimately sit together and sort it out. But that's exactly most of the time the problem that the common man is facing. There are for instance, there are in Delhi MCD roads, there are PWD roads, there are National Highway Authority roads. So if the person who is responsible to maintain that road is invariably not known to the people of this country, and that kind of a disclosure should be there. Now we have got there are such our softwares are becoming so good that easily a software can provide every stretch of road. Somebody can just stand on the road and have a link of that road and find out who is maintaining that road. So I think it's time now for the country to move forward and provide a system by which people should know who's the authority which has maintained the road and who's the contractor who made the road. Even the contractor should be, his name should be disclosed every time you are on a particular road, and you should know that which contractor has made it and what is the period for which he had assured to maintain the road defect free or without any glitch, and whether that period is still there or not there, etc. So this is the time for disclosure, whether it be under the Right to Information Act, or I don't think we need to go that far. It should be all available on an app for every common citizen to come to know that who's the person who's made the road and who's the contractor who has done the road, and what are the conditions of maintaining the road that he had signed at the time of taking the contract.
Thank you, sir.